latest football scores, morning paper, Morning Star. Paper, mister? Get your Morning Star, read all about it. Morning paper, council buys park, scouts find lost girl, Morning Star. Paper, mister?
Who reads a newspaper? Does anyone really read a newspaper anymore? Well, the numbers are falling. There was a time when newspapers were not just the main source of information but also our only source. A cup of coffee with the morning edition was once as common as our mobile phones. Newspapers, magazines, dead and dying, or just evolving with the times with the economic model collapsing. Big name publications have been stopping the press. The printed paper is actually vanishing as most of the people are getting the news from the internet. The internet has replaced our traditional ways of doing things. Is the internet killing printed news or giving it a new global platform? Digital media has really changed how the world perceives what we do to the extent that it is now preferred a medium of everyday communication. The argument is, with the internet providing free news, what is the future of the newspaper?
About a subject we talked a little bit about yesterday, but boy, it's getting serious. In case you haven't noticed, the U.S. newspapers, they are folding at an alarming rate, and some people are switching to online only. No newspaper in your hand. Can you grab me a newspaper so I can have it? Others have pulled the plug completely. The Rocky Mountain News stopped its presses at the end of February. That's after 150 years. The Seattle Post-Intelligencer fell right behind it, and it was almost as old as that. Even some of the biggest newspapers, the most well-known papers in the country, are bleeding red ink and might not survive.
Now, after more than 175 years, the city's Times-Picayune newspaper has announced it's slashing print publications from 7 to 3 days per week. New Orleans may now be the biggest U.S. city without a daily newspaper, but it's not the only one. A string of famous U.S. newspaper titles are also struggling to stay afloat. The reason? The continuing digital revolution in the way news is consumed, with more and more people preferring to pick and choose stories from a variety of online sources. In the face of this, traditional news outlets have been struggling to find the perfect online business model, with many of us too used to getting our news for free. But then
We are in the 21st century where technology is at its peak. The younger generation is making its choices, the times have changed and so have their tastes. The digital has finally taken over analog. Talking about the economy, $65 billion per year is being lost due to Americans wasting time and efficiency by using social media websites at work. This is the biggest negative effect on the American economy. A survey done by Pew Internet Project show how immersed teens and young adults are in the tech environment and how tied they are to their mobile phones and social sides of it. 95% of teens aged 12 to 17 are online. 76% use social networking sites. 77% have cell phones. Moreover, 96% of those ages 18 to 29 are internet users. 84% use social networking sites and 97% have their cell phones. The research seems to confirm industry fears that most in the habit of buying newspapers can be directly correlated with age, suggesting the newspapers will die with the older generation.
Justin Bieber has found his purpose. Do you know what the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is doing? Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, my friend did a hot photo shoot. Do you see that?
No. Can you show me?
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Oh my god, yeah, that's nice.
And plus, do you know Leo got the Oscars after so many years?
No.
No? Have you heard about the El Nino waves?
No. What's
At
that?
Santa Cruz?
Really?
Yeah, surfers are doing some big wave surf.
Hi. Hi, welcome to the library.
Yeah, I actually wanted to know, do you have newspapers?
Unfortunately, we don't have them in print anymore. They're only accessed through